Okay, so we're going to get into highest common factor, lowest common multiple. We've got two ideas to talk about today. Okay, so in that previous lesson, we learned we should have learned what a factor was. If I get this. What a factor was, and we should have also learnt what a multiple was. Okay, so the factor was the small piece that makes up the bigger stuff.
Yeah, so.
And the multiple was the big piece that those two little things make. Okay? So the factor is the small stuff, the multiple is the big stuff. Alright? So for example, let's have a look at this. We have the number 12. Yeah. Pretty simple, it's just the number 12.
Yeah.
Alright, the factors. So we need numbers that are less than or equal to 12. Alright, so we've got 1 and 12. Because you multiply 1 and 12 together, and what do you get? 12. We also have 2 and 6, because if we multiply 2 and 6 together, we get 12. And then 3 and 4, because we get 12. Okay? So they're all our factors of 12s. They're smaller than 12 or equal to 12. Over here we have its multiples. Alright, so these are numbers where if you times 12 by something else, you get that bigger number. Okay? So 12 goes into these numbers. So we have 12. How many 12s go into 12?
1.
How many go into 24?
2.
36?
3.
48? Awesome. What about 144?
Question.
12 12s go into 144. Alright, let's keep going. We're going well. Okay, so there are many applications in mathematics for which the HCF, or the highest common factor, if you can fit it in there, highest common factor. Alright? Lots of applications in mathematics, and you'll learn about all of those in the coming years. One of the particular skills that's not too far away from you for you guys, right, where you start getting really into this sort of stuff in year 9, but it's part of algebra, and it's called factorization.
Factorization.
Yes. And factorization is where you need to be able to find factors of a range of different types of expressions. So not just numbers, but also algebraic expressions that have letters in them as well. So we need to learn the basics now, so we can do that then. Alright. We good so far?
Yes.
Excellent. Similarly, there are times when we need the LCM, and I don't mean the little Kellogg's Rice Bubbles thing. Lowest common multiple.
Oh, wow. I need that.
Yeah, you did.
I wrote it down.
I know you did.
7. Oh.
Lowest common multiple, right? So this is where we need the lowest number that two other numbers can go into.
10.
Alright, so for example, if we go back up to our number 12, alright, the lowest number, or the lowest, this is the lowest number as the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, because it's the lowest number both 3 and 4 can go into. Okay?
No, 1 is.
No, it's the lowest number that 3 and 4 can go into.
Holly.
Alright?
She knew.
It's going into it. Not being divided by it, but going into it.
Right here.
Okay. Adding and subtracting fractions, which is something we're going to get into in the next couple of lessons. We're going to be getting into some fractions. To be able to work with fractions, we need to be able to do this. Alright? And it's because we need to use fractions that have different denominators.
Denominator. Yeah. Is it denominator?
Which part of the fraction is the denominator?
The top. Bottom.
The
top is
The bottom number is the denominator.
The top is the numerator.
Right, here's our key ideas. So HCF is highest common factor.
Yes.
Alright, so rather than writing out the three words, highest common factor, pretty much from here on out, we're just going to use those 3 letters, HCF. Alright? Shortens it. That's something we like to do in maths.
HCF something else as well.
There's a health fund that has those letters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
But we're using it for highest common factor. So, let's have a look. Highest common factor of 24 and 40. First thing we're going to do, we're going to list all the factors of 24. So, who can tell me some factors of 24?
6.
2? What else? 6?
12.
Yeah, I got it right.
Harry Cat.
24?
4 and
Oh wait, never mind. Wait. Oh no, 12. 12.
12?
1.
1?
4.
What else?
3. 3 and 8.
3 and 4.
3 and 8?
Or the ones on 12 and then just more.
4? Anything else?
Ew. We got 6. Yeah.
7.
That's probably all of them.
I got 1, 2, 3,
that's all of
4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24.
20.
That's it.
2, 6, 12, 24, 1, 3.
Okay, so let's now do 40. Factors of 40.
20.
20?
3.
1 and 2.
1,
5.
2, 5,
10. Your phone.
10, 40.
20.
20's up there.
Right here. Damn, what?
There's 2 that are missing at least.
4.
4.
And
What else?
6. No.
No, not 6.
10. 8. 8. Oh, I guessed it. 5.
There's 5 and 8, 4 and 10, 2 and 20, and 1 and 40. Is that all of them?
There should be. I feel like there's more, but 12? No.
We kind of want to say there's more because it's a pretty decent sized number, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so what is the common factors? What is numbers, or what are the numbers that are on both of those lists?
4.
2.
1. 7.
So 1,
2.
4, because there's 1. 2's on both of those lists.
4. 8.
Okay, so we've got 2. So what else is on both lists?
4 and 8.
4's on both lists. 8's on both lists.
40.
What else? Anything else?
That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So what is the highest number that's on both of those lists?
8.
Right, does that make sense?
Yeah. Sure.
And that's what you're going to do to find highest common factor. Okay. Alright guys, lowest common multiple.
20.
Alright, so instead of writing out those 3 words, lowest common and multiple, we're going to say LCM.
I like that.
Lowest common multiple, we're going to call it an LCM from here on out. Okay, so multiples of 20. So we're going to start with 20 because 20 times 1.
10.
I go back to my other pen.
20, 40, 60, 80.
Alright, and obviously we're talking about 2, we get 40. We can get 60,
120.
80, 100,
40.
120, 140, and then we can just keep going, can't we?
Oh.
We just keep adding 20, because that's what a multiple is.
Women factors.
Yeah, I thought we were still in factors. It says lowest common multiple.
Can I use your rubber?
Multiples of 12, we're going to start at 12.
12, 24, 36, 48, 50 something, 56, 54, 52. 36, 48 is it? Yes. Dang it. 60,
And then we can keep on going, because we end up at 108,
72.
and then 120, and then 132, and 144, etc.,
And
etc., etc. Alright, what are numbers that are on both of these lists?
60.
60 is pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
Ow.
120.
We kept going.
120? 120
And then the next 60. All of that.
Wait, what's up to
So at the moment we're going to just put in 60 and 120. So what's the lowest common multiple? 60. Isn't it? And that's something else that you need to be able to do when we're working with fractions and decimals and percentages, right? And there's a whole bunch of other applications as well that make life a little bit easier if we know how to find HCF and LCM. Alright? Down underneath that, LCM of two numbers. The LCM of two numbers can always be found by multiplying those two numbers together and dividing by the highest common factor.
Yep.
Okay?
That makes sense.
So, if we want, for example, the lowest common multiple of 12 and 20. We know from the example above that the lowest common multiple, the LCM, is 60. But here's a way to get it. So, what is the highest common factor of 12 and 20?
The highest common factor.
Yeah.
A highest.
The highest number that can go into both of those. So, 12, we decided was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12.
4.
20 has 1, 2, 4, 5, and 10.
It's 4.
So the highest common factor is going to be 4.
4. Yeah, I thought so.
Alright, so now what we're going to do to find the lowest common multiple, we're going to go 12, it's 6 times 20, or 20 times 12, and then we're going to divide that by 4.
But we already did it up there though.
Alright, this is just another way of doing it.
So 20
Okay.
times 12.
That
20 times
is
12.
20 times 12.
It's 6.
Alright, does anyone tell me what 20 times 12 might be?
12. Wait. No.
20 times 12 is 2020, wasn't it?
Is it 240? 200 is it
Might be 240.
Oh, so
What's 240 divided by 4?
60. 6. Oh.
Now, when you guys start getting to use your calculator skills, and that, this will be really easy because you can just do it in one line.